A lot of freelancers and consultants, fractionals, agency founders are in that same boat where you can solve your own problems. Why hire a coach? I reach out to someone like me a person who is in many respects a peer. Not like so far ahead of you, but like I hire a coach.
Yeah, I think it's like a lot of areas of life. I think about like when I got into strength training. I mean, I could have just read all the books and done all the things and figured out my own programs. I know I could do that, but I want to get the results faster. And I know that I just get so close to my own problem that having that outside perspective is huge. And it doesn't need to be like someone who's way far beyond where you are. Like sometimes I think someone who's a little bit closer to where you are, but just a little further ahead, can be more helpful than the person who solved that problem 10, 20 years ago. And they've been talking about it on stages ever since. And you're like, okay, it just feels distant. Their stories and everything, just versus the one who's like, hey, I just figured that out a year ago, or 18 months ago, or 2 years ago. I'm still figuring. I'm like, wow, that's actually more applicable, more tangible, and helpful for me. So, and I was in a spot too where I was looking back. I was like, hey, I haven't worked with a coach in a while, and I've always had good experience when I've hired coaches. I've got a good return on my investment, and I found myself like, wow, I haven't really had some one-on-one coaching in years. And I was like, that's why I'm feeling a little stuck again. I'm just in my own head, going through the same problems, revolving them in my mind over and over, and journaling about them, and just over analyzing, overthinking. And I was ready to take some action. And I was like, okay, well, I know if I make a financial investment and make the time investment and do it with someone who I feel like is good at what they do, then I'm confident I'm going to make progress faster than me trying to do it on my own.